Have you ever wondered why some people seem to stay vibrant and full of life even into their 70s and 80s, while others seem to lose their spark far too soon? It's not just luck, and it's not only about genetics. Often, it's the small, hidden habits we pick up over time that either speed up aging or help us live longer, fuller lives. Today, I want to share with you 10 hidden habits that might be quietly making seniors age faster, and more importantly, how you can avoid them. I'll never forget the story of my old friend, Margaret. Margaret was 72 when I met her. She had a laugh that could fill a room, but her body was frail, and she often seemed tired, disconnected from the world around her. One day, we sat on her porch sipping tea, and she said to me, "You know, I think I aged before my time because of the little things I never paid attention to." That conversation stayed with me. It made me realize that aging isn't just something that happens to us. It's something we can influence every single day by the choices we make. Let's begin with the first hidden habit. Habit number 1, sitting too much. We live in a world built for sitting. Comfortable chairs, long television marathons, cozy reading nooks. While resting has its place, spending too many hours sitting each day can slowly weaken your muscles, stiffen your joints, and tire your heart. Margaret told me how she used to love her cozy chair by the window. She would sit there for hours knitting, reading, or watching the world pass by. "Before I knew it," she said, "my legs forgot how to move easily. To avoid this trap, make a small promise to yourself. Get up and move every hour. It doesn't have to be a workout. Stretch, walk around the house, water your plants, dance a little. Keep your body remembering that it was made to move." Habit number 2, neglecting strength. When we think about fitness, we often think about walking or light jogging. But strength is just as important. Without it, everyday tasks become harder. Lifting groceries, climbing stairs, even standing up from a chair can become battles. Margaret admitted she had never liked lifting weights. "I thought it was just for bodybuilders," she laughed. But strength isn't about lifting heavy dumbbells at a gym. It's about using resistance bands, carrying your shopping bags, or doing simple squats at home. Strong muscles mean better balance, more energy, and greater independence. Start small. Even 5 minutes a day can make a world of difference. Habit number 3, skipping mental exercise. Our brains need workouts too. Watching TV or scrolling through your phone is easy, but they don't challenge your brain the way learning a new skill does. Margaret shared how she noticed her memory slipping. "I stopped reading books," she said, "stopped doing puzzles, stopped learning, and my mind started to feel cloudy." To keep your mind sharp, engage it. Read books. Learn a new card game. Try writing short stories. Explore a new hobby. Curiosity is the best vitamin for your brain. If you're finding these stories helpful so far, take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us continue bringing you insights, inspiration, and encouragement for living your golden years with joy and strength. Now, onto something we often don't notice until it's too late. Habit number 4, poor posture. It starts small. A slouch at the dinner table, leaning forward when reading. Over time, poor posture can cause back pain, breathing problems, and even affect digestion. Margaret used to say, "I didn't realize how much my slouching was stealing my energy." She started practicing sitting up straighter during meals and standing taller during her short walks. Think of a string gently pulling you up from the top of your head. Stand proud, sit tall. It sends a powerful message to your body and your mind. I am still strong. Habit number 5, not drinking enough water. You might think hydration is a young person's concern. It's not. As we age, our sense of thirst diminishes, but our need for water does not. Margaret confessed that she often forgot to drink water. "I thought a cup of coffee was enough," she smiled sheepishly. "But my skin, my energy, even my digestion suffered." Carry a small water bottle with you. Take small sips throughout the day. Your body, your skin, your heart, they all need that simple, life-giving water. By now, you might be realizing that none of these habits are huge or obvious. They're quiet. They slip into our lives unnoticed. But over time, they shape the quality of our days and the vitality of our years. And the best part, it's never too late to make small changes that can have a big impact. Margaret, despite her frailty, decided she was going to change. She began moving a little more, practicing better posture, drinking more water, and challenging her mind daily. And slowly, beautifully, she started to feel brighter, lighter, more alive. Stay with me, because there are 5 more hidden habits I want to share with you. 5 more quiet thieves of our vitality, and how you can reclaim your strength, your joy, and your independence starting today. Because your golden years deserve to shine brightly, full of energy, laughter, and purpose. Let's keep going together. Margaret's journey back to a more vibrant life taught me something precious. It's never too late to change course. No matter how far along we are, small changes can breathe new energy into our days and give us back the parts of ourselves we thought were lost. Let's keep moving forward and uncover the next hidden habit that could be quietly speeding up aging. Habit number 6, isolating yourself. It's easy to become isolated without even realizing it. Maybe friends have moved away. Family is busy. It becomes tempting to stay home, to watch television instead of meeting up with someone for coffee, or to avoid new activities out of fear of being the new person. Margaret told me how, after her husband passed, she slowly stopped reaching out to friends. One day, she said, I realized I hadn't heard my own voice speaking to someone else in days. Loneliness can creep in silently, but it has loud consequences. It's linked to faster cognitive decline, higher rates of depression, and even physical illness. You don't need a crowd. Even one meaningful connection can nourish your heart. Make a phone call, join a small group, visit the local library or senior center. Staying connected keeps your spirit young. Habit number 7, ignoring sleep. We sometimes joke about seniors waking up early or falling asleep during movies. But real, restful sleep is not a luxury, it's essential. Margaret used to stay up late watching TV and said, I thought I didn't need much sleep anymore. Poor sleep affects memory, mood, balance, and even heart health. It's the body's time to repair and refresh. Create a gentle nighttime routine. Lower the lights, sip a cup of herbal tea, read a comforting book, let your body know it's time to rest. And protect those precious hours of sleep like the treasure they are. Habit number 8, dwelling on negativity. Life is full of challenges, and aging isn't without its losses and aches. But focusing only on what's wrong slowly drains the joy from our days. Margaret realized this one day when she overheard herself complaining about her aches. I sounded so bitter, she said. I didn't recognize myself. Choosing to find gratitude even in small things. A sunny day, a kind word, a good meal builds resilience and happiness. It's not ignoring difficulties. It's choosing not to let them define your whole story. Each morning, try listing 3 small things you're grateful for. Over time, your mind learns to look for the light instead of the shadows. Habit number 9, forgetting to protect your health. Routine checkups, dental cleanings, eye exams, vaccinations. It's easy to put these off, especially if you feel fine. Margaret admitted she hadn't seen a doctor regularly for years. I didn't want to be a bother, she said, but small issues ignored can become big problems later. Preventive care is a gift you give yourself. Schedule those appointments, keep track of your health, advocate for yourself. You deserve that care and attention. Habit number 10, losing your sense of purpose. Perhaps the most silent and dangerous habit of all. When we retire, when our children grow up, when life slows down, it can feel like we've been put on the shelf. But life's meaning doesn't end. It only changes shape. Margaret once said, I thought my usefulness ended when I stopped working. I didn't realize I could still matter, still contribute. You still have a purpose. It might be mentoring a grandchild, volunteering, creating art, growing a garden, simply being a wise and loving presence in someone's life. Purpose is fuel for the spirit. It keeps you waking up with excitement and going to bed feeling satisfied. If you're finding these lessons valuable, and they're touching your heart the way they touched mine, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe. Your support keeps this community growing, and it helps more people find the inspiration they need to live their golden years beautifully. When Margaret made small changes, moving more, connecting with friends, sleeping better, finding new purpose, she blossomed again. Her laughter came easier. Her steps grew lighter. Her days filled with more smiles and fewer sighs. And it wasn't because she reversed the clock. It was because she chose every day to care for her body, her mind, and her heart. You can make that choice too. No matter your age, your energy, your situation, it's never too late to nurture the life within you. Because the truth is, vibrant aging isn't about fighting time. It's about embracing life with open arms, gentle hands, and a hopeful heart. Stay with me, because ahead I want to share even more personal stories, practical tips, and gentle encouragement to help you continue living with joy, energy, and purpose. Together, we can make every season of life a season of growth, beauty, and celebration. As the weeks passed, Margaret's life became a living example of something I had only read about before: the power of small, steady changes. She didn't become a marathon runner. She didn't suddenly turn into a different person. Instead, she gently, lovingly chose herself every day. That is the quiet miracle we often miss. We don't need to become someone new. We simply need to return to ourselves a little more each day. One afternoon, as we sat on her porch, Margaret said something that touched my heart deeply. She said, "Getting older doesn't mean fading away. It means becoming more of who you are." That wisdom is something I want to pass on to you today. You already have everything you need to live vibrantly. You just need to tend to it, like a gardener waters and cares for a beloved plant. Let's talk about the simple ways to do just that. First, let's talk about movement. You don't have to run marathons or lift heavy weights. Movement is about honoring your body with gentle, loving activity. Stretch when you wake up. Take a walk after dinner. Dance to your favorite song in the kitchen. Margaret found joy in simple movements. She started a morning stretching routine that took no more than 10 minutes but made her feel alive all day. "It's not about exercising," she laughed. "It's about remembering that I'm still here. Still moving, still me." Second, nurture your mind. Curiosity is the mind's fountain of youth. Ask questions, explore new topics, share stories, try crossword puzzles, or learn a few words in another language. Margaret and I started a little tradition. Each week, we picked a random topic to learn about. One week it was the history of tea. Another week it was constellations. She said, "I may be 73, but my mind can still go on adventures. And yours can too." Third, nourish your soul. The soul needs joy as much as the body needs air. Find small things that delight you. Gardening, painting, playing with a pet, writing poetry. Margaret took up watercolor painting. Her first paintings were simple: flowers, sunsets, a bird perched on a branch. But the joy in her eyes was more beautiful than anything she painted. If you're enjoying these gentle reminders and finding inspiration for your own journey, please like this video and subscribe. It helps us continue to share these stories, and it helps others find a community where they are celebrated and supported. Next, honor your emotions. Aging brings a bouquet of emotions: pride, gratitude, sorrow, longing. It's normal to feel all of them. Margaret taught me that it's okay to miss the past sometimes, to grieve lost loved ones, to feel sadness. But she also showed me how important it is not to stay there too long. "Feel it," she said. "Honor it, and then let the new joys find you." Every day offers a chance for a new joy to arrive. But we have to leave the door open. And finally, tend to your community. We are not meant to live in isolation. We are meant to live in circles of care and friendship. Margaret reconnected with old friends. She joined a knitting group at the library. She started inviting neighbors over for afternoon tea. "I thought I was too old to make new friends," she smiled. Turns out, friendship doesn't have an expiration date. If there's someone you've been meaning to call them. If there's a community event you've been thinking about attending, go. If there's a neighbor you wave to but have never spoken with, introduce yourself. Connection breathes life into our days. Margaret's story is not unique because she did something grand. It's unique because she chose to live fully, quietly, tenderly. And so can you. If you find yourself feeling discouraged by the years behind you, remember, your spirit does not have an age. It is timeless, ageless, and limitless. And every day you choose to nurture it, you grow younger where it counts most, inside your heart. Stay with me because ahead, I'll be sharing even more tender lessons from Margaret's journey and practical steps you can take to reclaim the energy, connection, and joy that belong to you. The best days are not behind you. They are right here, waiting to be lived with courage, with laughter, and with love. One morning, not long after Margaret had started embracing her small, beautiful changes, I found her sitting on her porch, notebook in hand, scribbling furiously. When I asked her what she was writing, she smiled and said, "A list of things I still want to do." That moment stayed with me, because having dreams, whether big or small, keeps our spirit alive. It reminded me that no matter our age, we must keep dreaming. Dreams are not just for the young. They are for the living. Margaret's list wasn't filled with wild adventures. It had simple, heartfelt wishes. Plant sunflowers in the backyard. Bake bread from scratch. Learn how to send an email to my grandson. Small dreams, yes, but dreams all the same. She showed me that it's not the size of the dream that matters. It's the fact that we are still reaching, still growing, still believing there's something new and wonderful ahead. And you too have the right to dream. Always. Another lesson Margaret taught me was the importance of celebrating small victories. One afternoon, she managed to walk a little farther than she had in months. When she got back, she clapped her hands and said, "Victory." It didn't matter that she hadn't run a marathon. What mattered was that she honored her effort. Life is made up of these small victories. Getting out of bed on a tough day, cooking yourself a nourishing meal, reaching out to a friend, smiling at a stranger. Each small act is a victory. Celebrate them, honor them. Let them build up inside you like stepping stones across a river. If you find yourself smiling at these stories, or feeling a little spark of hope lighting up inside you, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Your presence here means more than you know, and it helps us keep spreading encouragement and community to others walking this same beautiful path. Another truth Margaret lived by was finding beauty in ordinary moments. Not every day will be grand or exciting. Some days will be quiet, some will be slow. But even on the quietest days, beauty can be found if we choose to look. Margaret once pointed out a butterfly resting on a flower by the sidewalk and said, "It's easy to miss the miracles if you're only looking for fireworks." A delicious meal, the sound of rain, a good book, a hand to hold. These are the miracles that weave together a life well lived. Another treasure Margaret discovered was giving herself permission to rest. For much of her life, she had believed that productivity was the measure of worth. If she wasn't doing something useful, she felt guilty. But with time, she realized that rest is sacred. Rest isn't laziness, she said. It's how we heal. It's how we gather strength for the next chapter. You deserve rest. You deserve stillness. You deserve to lay your burdens down and simply breathe. Make space for rest without guilt. Yet another gentle lesson was forgiveness. Not just forgiving others, but forgiving herself. Margaret carried regrets, things she wished she had done differently, people she had hurt, opportunities she had missed. One evening after a long talk, she said quietly, "I'm tired of carrying all this old sorrow. I think it's time to forgive myself." And in that moment, her face softened. Her whole body seemed to exhale. Forgiveness is a gift you give yourself. Let go of the heavy burdens of the past, set them down. Step forward lighter, freer, more open to the gifts still waiting for you. Because life is still offering gifts, every single day. And one of the most precious lessons Margaret taught me was that love does not fade with time. It grows. Her love for her family, her friends, her community, it deepened and expanded as she grew older. "When you have less time ahead of you than behind," she said, "you love harder, you love more fearlessly. Don't be afraid to love deeply. Call the people you love, write them letters, hug them tight. Tell them what they mean to you. Love is the legacy we leave behind, and it is the light that guides us every day." Stay with me, because in the next part of our journey, I want to share even more tender lessons and small, powerful actions you can take to keep living with courage, grace, and a heart full of joy. The best years are not measured by age. They are measured by how brightly we love, how deeply we live, and how bravely we dream. Margaret's transformation wasn't something you would notice all at once. It wasn't loud. It wasn't flashy. It was like watching the sunrise, slow, gentle, but so full of quiet power that you couldn't help but be moved by it. She didn't erase the wrinkles or turn back the clock. Instead, she started to glow from the inside, as if a small lamp had been lit in her chest. And it all came down to the simple, everyday choices she made. One morning, I found Margaret carefully arranging wildflowers in a vase. She looked up and said, "Every day we're given a choice. Focus on what's lost or celebrate what's still blooming." Her words struck me deeply. So much of how we experience aging is about where we place our focus. Yes, the body changes. The world shifts, but there is still so much beauty, so much life, so much love to be found if we choose to see it. Margaret's days became filled with simple celebrations. A perfect cup of tea, a letter from her grandson, a laugh shared with a neighbor. "Happiness isn't about chasing big things," she said. "It's about noticing the small ones." And so I invite you, too, to notice the small joys around you. Right now, where you sit, what is something beautiful you can see? What small comfort is near your hand? Another powerful lesson Margaret taught me was the importance of being patient with yourself. Some days her joints ached more than usual. Some days her mind felt foggy. Some days she missed the life she used to have. But she stopped beating herself up for it. "Some days are harder than others," she said, "but that doesn't mean I'm failing, it just means I'm human." Give yourself the same patience you would give a beloved friend. Honor the tough days. Rest when you need to. And trust that joy and strength will return like the sun after a cloudy day. If these gentle reminders are speaking to your heart, please like this video and subscribe. Your support helps this community grow and ensures that no one has to walk this journey alone. Margaret also showed me how healing it can be to stay connected to nature. She spent time outside every day, even if it was just sitting on the porch listening to the wind in the trees. "Nature reminds me that everything has its season," she said. "And every season has its beauty." Watching the trees shed their leaves in fall, seeing the first shoots of spring break through the soil, these rhythms became her teachers. Take time to be outside. Breathe the fresh air. Feel the sun on your skin. Let the natural world remind you that life is always renewing itself, and so can you. Margaret also rediscovered the joy of giving. She began knitting hats for newborns at the local hospital. She wrote encouraging notes to people going through hard times. She baked bread and shared it with her neighbors. "Giving makes me feel alive," she said. "It reminds me that I'm still part of something bigger." When you give your time, your kindness, your listening ear, you not only lift others, you lift yourself. There's a kind of magic in it. Another simple, beautiful habit Margaret embraced was laughter. She started keeping a little laughter journal, where she wrote down one thing that made her laugh every day. "Some days," she said with a twinkle in her eye, "I have to look a little harder, but the laughs are always there." Laughter lightens the heart. It eases tension. It reminds us that even in serious times, there is always room for joy. So seek out laughter, share it, collect it like treasures in your heart. Margaret also learned how important it is to allow yourself to be cared for. She had always been fiercely independent, but she realized that accepting help, letting someone carry her groceries, letting a friend drive her to the doctor wasn't a weakness. It was a way of letting others love her. "We don't just give love," she said. "We have to receive it too." Letting others help you doesn't diminish your strength. It deepens your connections. It reminds you that you are cherished. As we continue walking this path together, I hope you're beginning to see the truth that Margaret lived. That aging well isn't about defying time. It's about embracing life in all its messy, beautiful, ordinary wonder. Stay with me, because ahead we'll gather all these small lessons into a beautiful, simple guide for living your golden years with grace, gratitude, and the radiant joy that can only come from a life fully embraced. As summer turned to autumn, Margaret's journey became a testament to something I hope you carry with you. The idea that a life well lived is made not from grand moments, but from 1,000 small, brave choices each day. Choices to get up even when you're tired. Choices to smile even when life feels heavy. Choices to hope, to reach out, to savor, to forgive. One crisp afternoon with the golden leaves swirling around us, Margaret said, "I used to think my best days were behind me. Now I realize my best days are the ones I choose to love." And so, my dear friend, let's gather these gentle lessons from Margaret's life into a simple guide for keeping your spirit forever young. First, move your body with kindness. Not to punish it, not to chase some perfect image, but to honor it for carrying you all these years. Stretch, walk, dance, whatever feels joyful and alive. Second, feed your mind with curiosity. Learn something new, ask questions. Read widely. Let your mind stretch and grow like a well-tended garden. Third, nourish your heart with gratitude. Look for the small, shimmering moments in each day. A warm cup of tea. A bird singing outside your window. The sound of a loved one's laughter. Fourth, open your arms to community. Reach out, make a call, accept invitations, offer your company, share your wisdom and your kindness. Fifth, forgive often yourself and others. Don't let old sorrows steal the beauty of your present. Set them down, make room for peace. Sixth, allow yourself to dream. No dream is too small. Plant flowers, plan a trip, write a letter, let hope lead you forward. Seventh, rest without guilt. You've earned the right to rest, to breathe deeply, to soak in the quiet beauty of a slow afternoon. Eighth, give what you can. A smile, a kind word, a helping hand. Giving lights a fire in your soul that no amount of years can extinguish. Ninth, seek out laughter, find it, share it, treasure it. Let it lift you like a buoy on the waves. 10th, love bravely, love fiercely, love generously. Love without waiting for a perfect moment. Because love, above all, is what makes a life golden. Margaret's journey wasn't perfect. She had hard days, she stumbled sometimes, but she always got up. She always chose to keep moving forward gently, bravely, with a heart full of hope. And so can you. If you found comfort, inspiration, or a sense of belonging in these stories, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us continue to build this community where every step, every story, every heart matters. As we wrap up our time together today, I want to leave you with a simple truth. You are not defined by the calendar. You are not measured by the number of birthdays you've celebrated. You are defined by your kindness, by your dreams, by the love you give and the hope you carry. You are a living, breathing masterpiece in progress. Every sunrise you greet, every laugh you share, every quiet act of courage you choose adds another brushstroke to the beautiful canvas of your life. And I am so grateful you are here, part of this journey, part of this story. Keep dreaming, keep loving, keep shining, because the world is brighter with you in it. Until we meet again, stay gentle with yourself, stay curious about life, and remember, the best is not behind you. It's within you and it's just ahead.